Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the ball is loose on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Jukes his way for more. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Here comes the field goal unit. It's good.
That makes the score Miami 7, Alabama 3.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Arroyo. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 7, Alabama 3.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Gets it out quickly. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Arroyo. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Ward. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
White 53. White 53.
Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rolls onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like, you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He'll try to do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Henderson. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They're trying to get to it. Intercepted.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Ward. Dances away from the heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. smashes it between the uprights.
That makes the score Miami 21, Alabama 6.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's going to run it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on second down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Restrepo. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The sure hands. It's Martinez. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
3rd and goal for the offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 21, Alabama 6.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he tacks on the extra point, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Working that left side now. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Trying to get to it. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change magnified this defense as it's 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Ward. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, just keeps firing. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to throw. It's Ward. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on third. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it and they convert. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And he intercepts it. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Steps away to find some room. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.